Ever feel like economic news is a confusing jumble of contradictions? One report says the economy is booming, another warns of a slowdown, and your portfolio feels the whiplash. This isn't just noise. It's often a misunderstanding of when economic data speaks. Many believe economic data tells us what's about to happen, but much of what we hear actually describes what already occurred. This fundamental timing difference is why economic information can feel so confusing, leading to poor investment decisions and a general sense of anxiety. This guide will untangle that confusion, empowering you to interpret economic signals with clarity and confidence. This video is designed to help investors, students, economists, analysts, and the general public understand the critical difference between leading, coincident, and lagging economic indicators. We will explore why each type behaves differently and how to interpret them effectively. By the end of this guide, you will understand what each type of indicator measures, why they rarely move at the same time, and how to interpret them without assuming something is wrong. This isn't about forecasting or predicting market turning points. Instead, it's about mastering the timing of economic information, a crucial yet often misunderstood aspect of financial literacy and market analysis. Economic indicators are frequently judged by their accuracy. However, for investors and policymakers alike, timing is often far more critical than absolute precision. An indicator can be perfectly accurate in its measurement, but still feel misleading if its signal arrives too early or too late for effective decision-making. Understanding when data speaks is profoundly more useful than merely focusing on what it says. Misinterpreting the timing can lead to premature investment decisions, missed opportunities, or delayed reactions to significant economic shifts. For businesses, it can mean misjudging market demand. For individuals, it can mean unnecessary financial anxiety. Most economic indicators, which are vital tools for market analysis and economic education, fall into three broad categories. These are leading indicators, coincident indicators, and lagging indicators. Each category serves a distinct purpose in painting a comprehensive picture of the economy. Confusion frequently arises when these different types of indicators are treated as interchangeable or when their signals are expected to align perfectly. Recognizing their unique roles is the first step toward sophisticated data interpretation. Leading indicators are designed to signal where the economy may be headed in the near future. They are called leading because they typically change direction before the broader economy begins to shift. These indicators respond early to changes in economic behavior and sentiment. Examples include new orders for durable goods, housing starts and building permits, consumer and business sentiment surveys, and certain financial conditions like the yield curve spread. For investors, these can offer early clues about potential shifts in corporate earnings or sector performance. Leading indicators often reflect forward-looking decisions made by businesses and consumers. For instance, an increase in building permits suggests future construction activity, while rising new orders for manufactured goods indicate upcoming production increases. These are not just statistics. They represent real-world intentions and commitments. The Conference Board's Leading Economic Index, LEI, is a composite of several such indicators, designed to provide a more robust signal by smoothing out the volatility of individual components. Analysts closely watch the LEI for sustained trends, which can offer valuable investment guidance. Because leading indicators move early, they are frequently, and mistakenly, treated as definitive predictions. This is a critical error in data interpretation. Leading indicators do not say this will happen. Rather, they suggest conditions are changing. Sometimes these changes persist and lead to a broader economic shift, but other times they fade, proving to be a false signal. For investors, reacting solely to a single leading indicator without corroboration can lead to premature portfolio adjustments and unnecessary transaction costs. They are valuable tools, but they must be interpreted with caution and a healthy dose of skepticism. Coincident indicators describe what is happening in the economy right now. They move roughly in tandem with the overall economic cycle, providing a real-time snapshot of current economic activity. These indicators are essential for confirming the present state of the economy. Key examples include industrial production, personal income less transfer payments, manufacturing and trade sales, and non-farm payroll employment. While often reported with a slight lag, their data points reflect conditions during the period they measure. Coincident indicators are crucial for confirming the strength or weakness of the current economic environment. For economists, they help to identify the peaks and troughs of business cycles. For businesses, they inform current operational decisions and resource allocation. For investors, coincident data can validate trends suggested by earlier leading indicators or confirm the current momentum of the market. They answer the fundamental question, where are we now, rather than attempting to predict the future. Coincident indicators often lag public perception and market pricing. By the time these indicators clearly reflect a significant change, many people, especially those actively engaged in markets, may already feel or anticipate that change. This can make the data feel late, even though it is accurately describing the present. The market, being forward-looking, often discounts current conditions well in advance. Therefore, while accurate, coincident data may not offer new insights for immediate trading decisions. It serves more as a confirmation tool, helping to ground market narratives in tangible economic reality. Lagging indicators confirm what has already occurred in the economy. They are called lagging because they typically change direction after the broader economy has already shifted. These indicators provide clarity and depth to economic trends, but not early warning. Examples include the average duration of unemployment, the Consumer Price Index, CPI, for inflation, the prime interest rate, and corporate profits. These indicators tell us how deeply changes have taken hold and the extent of their impact. While not predictive, lagging indicators are invaluable for understanding the full impact and duration of economic cycles. For policymakers, they help assess the effectiveness of past interventions. For businesses, they inform long-term strategic planning and risk management. For investors, lagging indicators can confirm the end of a recession or the beginning of a sustained recovery, providing confidence in long-term investment strategies. They offer a historical perspective that is crucial for learning from past cycles. Lagging indicators often appear strong or robust just as underlying economic conditions are beginning to change or have already changed. This can lead to misleading conclusions, such as if employment is strong, everything must be fine. In reality, employment often adjusts after economic stress has built up or after a recovery is well underway. This disconnect can create a false sense of security or, conversely, undue pessimism. Lagging indicators do not signal beginnings. Rather, they confirm endings and the full extent of past trends. Understanding this timing is crucial for avoiding misinterpretations that can impact financial decisions. During periods of relative economic stability, leading, coincident, and lagging indicators tend to align, painting a consistent picture. However, during economic transitions, such as the onset of a recession or the beginning of a recovery, they often diverge significantly. Leading indicators may weaken first, signaling potential trouble. Coincident indicators might hold steady for a while, reflecting the current state. Meanwhile, lagging indicators may still look strong, reflecting past momentum. This divergence is a normal, albeit unsettling, characteristic of economic shifts. Instead of asking, which indicator is right, a more productive and calmer question is, what stage of adjustment does this indicator reflect? This framework allows for a more nuanced and accurate interpretation of economic data. Leading indicators suggest that change is forming on the horizon. Coincident indicators describe the current conditions we are experiencing. Lagging indicators confirm what has already occurred and the depth of those changes. Each type has immense value, but none tells the full economic story alone. Much of the anxiety surrounding economic news stems from expecting immediate clarity when economic systems are still in motion and adjusting. When indicators disagree, it often signifies that the economy is undergoing a transition, not that it is fundamentally broken or that the data is flawed. Understanding this timing difference reduces the urge to react impulsively to every headline. It fosters a more patient and strategic approach to financial literacy and investment guidance, allowing for better informed decisions based on a comprehensive view of economic cycles. This episode has illuminated when economic indicators speak, providing a foundational understanding of their timing. This knowledge is indispensable for anyone seeking to navigate the complexities of market analysis and economic education. In our next discussion, we will delve into why financial markets often move differently than the underlying economy and how this apparent disconnect creates further confusion for investors. Together, these insights will form a more complete and robust framework for interpreting economic data and making sound financial decisions. You now understand that leading indicators suggest direction, not guaranteed outcomes. Coincident indicators describe the present state of the economy. Lagging indicators confirm the past, providing historical context and depth. Mixed signals are not errors. They are reflections of these inherent timing differences. With this powerful framework, economic data becomes significantly easier to interpret, less emotionally reactive, and far more useful for informed decision-making in your financial journey. Please like this video if you have enjoyed it or received any benefit from it. Every one of your likes truly encourages us to continue creating helpful content. Thank you for watching and have a blessed day.